now, the unboxing segment. This is the segment dedicated to the unboxings of phones, tablets, watches, or any hardware device having to do with Android. And now, here's this episode's unboxing. And now, to close today's episode, we go into John's hardware junkieville, and John unboxes the Galaxy Tab S11. Here's John now to unbox that monster.
Hello, welcome to this unboxing and setup of the Galaxy Tab S11. This is just the standard S11, which is the 11-inch version, not the S11 Ultra, which is much larger. Got the box here. Just going to go ahead and pull these tabs that it has. Okay, here we go. One on each side. That's all you have to do to open it. So I'm going to take the lid off. Not going to have much in here. First is the tablet. There's a little tab you can use to lift it out. I'm going to set it aside for now. And then we have the new S Pen. It's got flat sides now. Very similar to the Apple pencil, so Samsung yet again, trying to be like Apple. Put that back in there. And then there's a little cardboard rectangle that I'm not going to open that's got the charging cable and possibly some documentation. Going back to the tablet itself. See if I can find a civilized way of opening this instead of just tearing into it. Here we go. Just going to open it at one side and slide it out. I like the feeling of it. It doesn't feel that different from my S9, so I'm upgrading to this, if you want to call it upgrading, from the S9, which I also have here. So I'm going to compare them, or try to. First I'm going to put them face to face, see if there's any size difference. I would say there's not any size difference as far as the height and width. Let me set them on this box, put them next to each other to see if there's any noticeable thickness difference. Okay. I don't notice it. I mean, there's supposed to be something like 0.5 millimeter, so nothing you'll notice. Let me try weight. See if I notice a difference in weight. Maybe a little bit of difference in weight. Yeah. I almost lost track of which one was which. They're very similar. The S Pen no longer magnetizes to the back like on the S9. So I can feel the magnetic strip on that. Yeah, this one's a little bit lighter. It is a little bit lighter. Let me see how this attaches. I think the S Pen might attach to the top. Yeah, there's magnets along the top, so you can just attach it there. So it no longer attaches to the back. which means you might have some weird looking cases with this one, where the top isn't actually covered. Alright, so I'll tell you why I'm going to call this a side grade. Because some things are better and some things are not. I'll start with what's better about this compared to the S9. So there is no S10 in this size. When Samsung released the Tab S10 series, they only released a Plus and Ultra model, so there was no 11-inch of that. This S11 is the successor to the S9, even though it's been a couple years. So the first upgrade is obviously going to be the processor. This is running a MediaTek Dimensity 9400 Plus, whereas the S9 is running the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2. So it should have better performance. The screen is supposed to be much brighter. So that's the main reason I was interested in the upgrade. And then there's software support. So this has 7 years of OS updates, whereas the S9 only had 4 years of OS updates, and it's over 2 years old at this point. So, and it's still on One UI 7. So I wouldn't be surprised if One UI 9 is the last OS update the S9 gets. That's everything that's better about it, but unfortunately, you're giving up some things if you upgrade. One being the Bluetooth S Pen is no longer Bluetooth. It's just a standard stylus, similar to what Samsung has done with the S25 Ultra. You can no longer use it for gestures. If you used S Pen gestures in the past, you won't be able to do that anymore. If you used it as a remote to take pictures or anything like that, you won't be able to do that anymore. So it's not Bluetooth. It does not charge from the tablet. It has no battery. It just magnetizes to the side. The other thing you're giving up, and this is much more of a bummer to me, is haptics. Apparently, this does not have any haptic engine in it, so no vibrations, if that's something you depend on or like. I use the Braille keyboard a lot, and you kind of need, well, you don't need vibrations, but you depend on them to know when you can do certain gestures if you're doing Braille keyboard gestures, because you have to hold one finger until you feel vibration and then do the gesture. If you try to do the gesture before the vibration, it won't do anything. So it is important to me. It's going to be something I have to get used to if I decide to keep this. To be completely honest with you guys, I don't know if I'm keeping this. Samsung gave me $550 trade-in credit for my 2-year-old S9 that I paid $800 for. So that's actually a good value. But if I don't feel like it's an upgrade for me, then I'm probably just going to return it instead of ship my trade-in. I'm going to go ahead and turn it on now. Okay, so they're not exactly identical because the buttons are reversed. Apparently, so holding it in landscape now, the volume buttons are on the left and the power button is on the right. It was reversed on the previous model, so even though these are practically the same exact size and shape, you will not be able to use your previous case with this, which is exactly how Samsung wants it. They want to sell you new accessories. I also heard from some other reviews the pin placement for where the keyboard connects is different. So if you want the keyboard accessory, you'll have to buy the new keyboard accessory. You won't be able to use your old one. So I'm going to press this new power button in a new location. Press and hold. Now, I'm going to let go now, even though I did not feel a vibration because there is no haptic motor. And yeah, so I'll just wait a minute or two because I'm not sure when to do this. All right, I'm gonna try it now. What I'm gonna do, because it's a Samsung device, I'm gonna press volume up and side key at the same time and immediately release them both. That did not do anything. Maybe? No, let me try again. Okay, it's just very quiet. So let me raise this volume.
K, kilo.
Oh, it thinks I'm...
Capital P.
Okay,
Landscape.
I guess you have...
Papa. Portrait. Landscape.
Okay, it was in portrait even though I was holding it landscape, but now I think it's correct. Let's hope it stays in landscape now because that's how I want to hold it. Let me adjust the
speech rate.
Speech rate
146%.
That's probably
swipe up
good.
with 3 fingers or swipe down with 3 fingers to select a different setting.
I'm gonna raise the volume.
Welcome to TalkBack, page 1 of 5. TalkBack provides spoken feedback so that you can use your device without looking at the screen.
All right, I'm backing out of
Samsung
this.
Setup Wizard. Welcome. Drop down list. English, United States.
I'm gonna leave that on English.
Button. Start.
Hit start.
For your review. Not checked. Checkbox. I agree to the Samsung terms and conditions, including the arbitration terms and the checked.
Sure.
Details. Not checked. Checkbox. I agree to the Samsung privacy policy.
Sure.
Checked. Details. Not checked. Checkbox. I agree. Checked. Details. Checked. Checkbox. Agree to all. Optional.
So could have just done
Double
agree
tap
to
to
all.
activate.
Wish I could turn off hints, but can't yet.
Agree. Button. Double tap to activate.
Hitting agree.
Device setup. Easy setup with another device. Heading.
Okay, so now I'm gonna turn on my other tablet.
8:24 a.m. Device locked. Unlocked. Device unlocked. One UI home. The fingerprint sensor is centered in the right third of the screen. You'll hear feedback when you touch and hold it. Hulu. In pager. Set up Galaxy Tab S11. To get started, you'll scan a QR code to copy accounts and settings. Transfer your SIM. Close. Setup. Button.
I'm gonna hit setup. This is on my old tablet.
Device setup. Connecting. Heading.
Verify the code on your other device. Heading.
So I think now I need to go back to my new device.
Audio lab.
1211. Battery 50%. Back. Button. Battery 50%. 1211. Verify the code on your other device.
Okay.
Heading.
I had that backwards, going to my old device.
If they match, tap next. 1, 2. Codes don't match. Next. Button. Continue setup on your
Pin.
new device.
Keyboard
Heading.
showing Samsung keyboard. Settings. Editing. Pin. Edit box. Enter the pin from your old tablet to copy your settings, accounts, and more.
Okay, so I need to enter my old pin.
Editing.
I've put in my pin. I'm going to hit done.
Forgot your pin?
Device setup in
Button.
progress.
Disabled.
Tap to resume.
Keyboard hidden. Enter pin. Connecting to Wi-Fi. Heading. Wi-Fi network available. An open Wi-Fi network is available.
Now
Memoria has no internet access. Tap for options. Getting your tablet
Keep
ready.
both devices on and close to
Heading.
each other until setup is complete. Continue setup on your new device.
Okay.
Heading.
So now I'm back on the new tablet.
This may take a few minutes.
What may take a few minutes.
Getting your tablet ready.
Okay.
Heading. This may take a few minutes. In progress. Progress bar. Windows Samsung Setup Wizard. Checking info. Heading. Account setup. Checking info. Heading. Device setup.
New
Getting
sign
account
in on
info.
Galaxy
Notification
Tab
shape.
S11.
Heading.
Your Google account was
Getting
signed
account
into.
info.
Did you just sign
Heading.
in? Did you just
Android
sign into
switch.
your Samsung account
Copy
on your
apps and
device?
data. Heading. Easily connect to nearby devices.
I'm gonna silence that. Just to let you know at this part, you're going to make sure if you're going to transfer your settings, and this goes not just for tablets but any Samsung devices. If you're going to transfer your settings, you need to make sure you're using Samsung's TalkBack and not Google's TalkBack. That's not going to be an issue for me because on my tablet I just have Samsung's TalkBack installed. But if you had Google's TalkBack installed and you transfer your settings, what's going to happen is it's going to look at your accessibility settings and it's going to see, it's only going to look for Samsung's TalkBack. It's not going to look for Google's TalkBack. So as far as it's concerned, it's going to see that you do not have TalkBack enabled and you do not have TalkBack assigned to a shortcut because it's only looking for Samsung TalkBack, and it's going to transfer those settings for you during the setup. TalkBack's going to be turned off and the shortcut is going to be disabled so that you can no longer turn it back on and you're going to basically be stuck. So just wanted to put that out there, although most of you will be transferring with Samsung's TalkBack. If you are using Google's TalkBack, make sure you at least reinstall Samsung's TalkBack, assign it to a shortcut, and have it enabled when you transfer your settings.
You can choose to copy apps, photos, contacts, and more. Animation. Don't copy. Next. Button.
Going next.
Copy your data. We use the Smart Switch app to copy your apps and data from your old device. By continuing, you agree to the terms and skip. Agree. Smart Switch uses these permissions. Required permissions. Allow. Button. Copy your data. Bring your apps, wallpapers, pictures, and other data from your old phone or tablet.
So here's where I select what I want.
Playing. Wireless. Cable.
Or,
button.
Yeah, I'll do wireless.
Button. Connecting to transfer your data. Animation of concentric circles spreading around a phone. Searching for data to transfer. Searching for data to transfer.
Connecting your new tablet.
Smart Switch. 1%. Animation of concentric circles spreading around % of scan complete. Select data to transfer. Selected. Radio button. Everything.
So
11.78 gigabytes / about 8 minutes. Double tap to toggle.
I'm just going to leave it on everything.
Not selected. Radio button. Just calls, contacts, and messages. 2 megabytes / about 1 minute.
These are your other options.
Radio button. Custom.
But
double tap to toggle.
again,
See what can't be transferred. Next. Button.
I'm going to do everything.
Double tap to activate. Transferring.
Animation of concentric circles.
Once setup is done, you can check the status of your transfer in your notifications. Progress. Transferring.
Keyboard change to split.
1 minute left. Progress. Organizing your transferred data.
So
1 minute left.
as you can see, I did not have much on here. I mean, I use this basically for streaming. And
once setup is done, you can check the status of your transfer and your notifications. Music volume set to 53%. To change the accessibility volume, hold one finger on the screen and press the volume up or volume. Screen search. Speech rate. Speech rate 100%.
So
Swipe up with 3 fingers or swipe down with 3 fingers to select a different setting. Settings. Progress. Transferring. Speech rate 90%. Speech rate 82%. Speech rate 75%.
So my
Swipe up with 3 fingers or swipe down with 3 fingers to select a different setting.
my TTS settings were
Backing up Samsung Internet data.
transferred over.
Use your biometrics to unlock your tablet or verify yourself in apps.
I'm gonna turn off the screen of my old device here,
Screen off. Ringer silent.
so it'll stop talking. And let's try this fingerprint setup.
Face recognition. Double tap to activate. Use your face recognition fingerprints.
Actually,
Double tap to activate.
I'll do both if it lets me, but I'll start with fingerprint.
Pin. Confirm screen lock pin. Keyboard shown. Keyboard change to standard. Done. Double tap to activate. Double tap and hold to long press. Keyboard change to split. Keyboard hidden. Set up fingerprint. Fingerprints. Heading. Continue. Button.
I'm just hitting continue.
Double tap to fingerprint registration help. Animation showing fingerprint registration. Stop. Button. Double tap to activate. Register. Button.
Okay, I'm hitting register.
Double tap to activate. Press your finger in the center of the scanning target, then lift and press. Scanning target activated. 12% achieved. Now lift your finger. Move your finger down about 1/8 of an inch and touch the target again. 15% achieved. Now lift your finger. Move your finger to the right about 1/8 of an inch and touch the target again. 18% achieved. Now lift your finger. Move your finger up about 1/8 of an inch and touch the target again. 20% achieved. Move your finger up about 1/8 of an inch and touch the target again. 31% achieved. Move your finger left about 1/8 of an inch and touch the target again. Make sure your finger is pressed in the center of the scanning target. 41% achieved. Move your finger left about 1/8 of an inch and touch the target again. Move your finger so that it feels 49% achieved. Move your finger down about 1/8 of an inch, 56% achieved. Move your finger up and to the right about 1/8 of an inch and touch it, 63% achieved. 69% achieved. 74% achieved. 80% achieved. Move your finger to the right about 1/8 of an inch and press a little longer. Press a little longer. Move your finger up slightly and touch the target again. Move your finger up slightly and touch the target again. 84% achieved. Move your finger down about 1/8 of an inch and touch it. 88% achieved. Move your finger up and to the right about 1/8 of an inch and touch the target. Move your finger slightly to the left and touch the target again. 92% achieved. Move your finger up and to the left about 1/8 of an inch and touch the target again. 96% achieved. Now lift your finger. Move your finger down and to the left about 1/8 of an inch and touch the target again. Fingerprint added. Add another?
No thanks. I know that was very exciting stuff.
Add.
But
Button.
unfortunately, it's come
Double
to
tap
an
to activate.
end.
Wi-Fi signal full. Battery 48%. Back.
Let's see, where's
Next.
skip?
Button.
Next.
Window fingerprint registration help. Settings. Fingerprints. Fingerprint added. Fingerprint unlock. Fingerprint always on. Tap to show icon when screen off. Double tap to activate.
Let's see what I want for these settings.
Fingerprint always on. Scan your fingerprint even when the screen is off. Double tap to activate.
Is it on or not?
Off. On.
Okay, I want that on.
Fingerprint unlock. Fingerprint tap to show icon when screen off. Double tap to activate. Off.
Don't need that.
Show animation when unlocking.
Don't need this.
Double off. Tip. Setup. Face recognition. For even more convenient unlocking and verification in apps.
Alright, let me see if
Double
I can...
tap to open face recognition.
I swiped up to get to that
Double tap
link.
to perform the action. Set up face recognition. Face recognition. Heading. Continue. Button.
I'm gonna hit continue.
Double. Face registration help. Animation showing face registration. Stop. Button. Double tap to activate. Look directly at the camera, then tilt your head up. Register. Button.
Okay, I'm gonna
Double
hit
tap to
register
activate.
and see how this goes.
0%. Register 23%. Turn your head up slightly. 50%. 70%. 100% face registered. Face recognition. Face registered. Check out these settings.
Okay, let's see what these settings are.
Face unlock. Stay on lock screen until swipe. When you unlock with face recognition, you'll stay on the lock screen until you swipe. Turn this off to go directly to the last screen you were using.
I want this
Double tap
off.
to activate. On. Off.
Yeah, I want it off.
Require open eyes. For added security, only recognize your face when your eyes are open. Double tap to activate.
Sure.
On. Brighten screen. Increase screen brightness temporarily so you off. On.
Notice I don't know the state of these.
Continue.
So
Button.
I'm having to toggle
Double
them.
tap to activate. Google Services. johndeere5@gmail.com. Allow scanning. On. Allow app more. Button.
Just
Out
gonna
of
hit
list.
more,
Double tap to activate.
and again, and again.
Android switch. Google Services. Backup your device. johndeere5@gmail.com. Turn on backup. Button.
Sure.
Double tap to activate. Google. Checking. Heading. Google. Meet Gemini, your personal AI assistant. More. Button. Google. Double tap to Google Terms. And continue. Button.
Yeah, that's what I want. Continue.
Google. Go hands-free with Hey Google. Heading.
No.
More.
I'll
Button.
hit more, but then I'll hit
No thanks.
no
Button.
thanks.
Android switch. Getting your tablet ready. Heading. Installing apps. Google Play.
Okay, so whatever that was doing took a long time. At least 5 minutes, so I've cut that portion out of this. And now we're on the Galaxy AI screen, sounds like.
Advanced intelligence. Enhance your communication. Writing assist. Get tools to compose, organize, and improve. Interpreter.
I'm gonna look for a...
More. Button.
Yeah, I'm gonna...
More. Button.
just keep hitting more.
More. Button. Next. Button.
And then next.
Bixby. Use Bixby with just your voice. Let Bixby be your guide as you learn more about your Samsung products and even try out their hidden functions.
Since Gemini is now the side key.
Next. Button. Next. Button. Disabled. Bixby. Samsung Bixby uses these permissions. Heading.
Just accept.
More. Button.
Or hit more.
Call logs. More. Button. Out of. More. Button. Usage data access next. Button.
Okay, next.
Samsung Setup Wizard. Samsung Services. Heading. Checked. Checkbox. Auto blocker.
Do
Keep
not-
your personal data safe by blocking security threats and suspicious activity. Blocks apps from unverified sources. Not checked.
I don't like that on.
Checked. Checkbox. Customization service. Get customized stickers. Search results. Not checked. Checked. Checkbox. Personal data intelligence. 3 of 3. More. Button. Out of list. Agree. Button.
Okay, so
Double tap to activate.
I only left personal data intelligence on.
Recommended apps. Please wait. Heading.
We'll see what apps are recommended.
Apps will be updated when you're connected to Wi-Fi. Update. Title. Samsung Global Goals. Samsung Electronics Co., Ltd. Checked.
No thanks.
Checkbox. Not checked. Title. Samsung Health. Checked. Checkbox.
No thanks.
Not checked. Title. Samsung Notes. Checked.
I'll leave that.
Title. Voice recorder.
I'll
checked.
leave that.
More. Button. Out of list.
See what else there is.
Title. SmartThings. Samsung Electronics Co., Ltd. Double tap to activate.
I do not use this.
Checked.
So turn that
Checkbox.
off.
Not checked. Title. Henup. Checked.
No.
Not checked. Title. Calendar. Samsung Electronic. Checked.
No.
Not checked. Title. Samsung News. Checked.
No.
Check. Not checked. Title. Gaming Hub. Checked.
No.
Not checked. Title. Reminder. 10 of 15. Checked. Checkbox.
Sure.
More. Button. Out of list.
And we got more.
Double tap to activate.
As is the case in a lot of Samsung apps, it doesn't just scroll the screen for you. So I have to hit more. Let's see if there is any more.
Title. Tips. Samsung title. Reminder. Samsung title.
Okay, we
Tips.
got tips.
Checked.
No thanks.
Check. Not checked. Title. Samsung Find. Samsung Electronics Co.
Sure,
Ltd.
I'll
Checked.
leave
Title.
that.
Samsung On Device Resource English. United States. Checked. Title. Samsung On Device Resource Espanol. Stop. Checked.
Don't need that.
Not checked. Title. And SS Language Pack. Samsung Electronics Co. Ltd. Checked. More. Button. Out of list.
We got more.
Double tap. Title. Title. Samsung On Device Resource English. Unit title. Samsung On Device Resources title. And SS Language Pack. Checked. Check. Next. Button.
Okay.
Out of list.
Now we can hit next.
Double tap to activate. Disabled. Samsung Setup Wizard. You're all set up.
Alright, and
We're transferring and organizing your data. Keep your tablets connected until the data transfer is complete. Explore Galaxy AI features and more in Settings, Tips, and User Guide. Button. See what's new. Button. Home.
yeah,
Double tap to activate.
I'm going home.
One UI Home. Device unlocked. Syncing's about to start. Your apps will sync and be backed up so they stay up to date on all your Samsung devices. Google Play Protect is turned on. This feature protects your device from harmful apps. One UI Home. Finish setting up your device. Just a few more steps. Telegram. In Pager. Double tap to activate. Double tap and hold to long press. Actions available. Use tap with 3 fingers to view.
So my home screen is here. Something that's disappointing that I did not realize is the case.
Talkback menu. Actions. In list. Spoken language. Screen search. Hide screen. Voice commands. Talkback settings.
Sorry,
Double tap to activate.
I didn't want to talk over it, but my settings didn't transfer. So, it should have stopped being so verbose,
One UI Home.
but it didn't.
To show the task. OK. Button. To show the taskbar, swipe up a short distance from the bottom of the screen. Swiping farther will show recent apps.
So there's a tooltip about how to use the tablet.
OK. Button. Talkback settings. Navigate up. Button. Verbosity. 4 of 20. In list. Speak usage hints. After describing. Off.
Okay, I just needed that off immediately. So I'm very disappointed that, Samsung has their own version of TalkBack. I did everything the way I was supposed to, and my settings didn't transfer. So I'm going to have to set all my gestures up and all my settings from scratch. Just to confirm, I'm pretty sure this is the case, but I'm going to hide my screen here.
Talkback menu. Describe image. Read for copy left spoken screen hide voice hide screen. Screen hidden. To change this, tap with 3 fingers to open the talkback menu. Select show screen, then double tap. Verbosity.
Now I'm going to
Speak
explore.
usage hint.
And exploring the screen does not work. Scrolling with 2 fingers does not work. So this is a One UI 8 bug with Samsung's version of TalkBack that just comes built into this tablet right out of the box. So yeah, if you're a hide screen user, you're gonna have to wait for a fix if you want to hide your screen, because TalkBack is basically not usable like this. Only thing that works is gestures, like angle gestures and multi-finger gestures that are not 2-finger gestures.
Talkback menu. Describe image. In list.
And of course, double tapping.
Read. Copy. Spoken. Screens. Show screen. Showing screen.
So now that
Verbosity.
the screen's back on,
Speak.
everything works normally.
Speak. Always speak.
Can scroll,
Always.
can explore.
Always speak. Number of list
So-
items. Speak count for all scrolling methods. Off. Switch.
And
5
then
of 16.
I just tried to
Accessibility of screen off.
turn the screen off by pressing the volume button, since they're now backwards. It's going to take me a while to get used to that if I decide to keep this. But anyway, that has been a very extended setup process for the Galaxy Tab. So, if you've stuck around for the whole thing, thank you for listening.
Thank you so much, John. Goodness, man, there's hardly any hardware that comes along, John, that you don't get it, and kind of making me jealous. You didn't even call me for the unboxing. What's up with that?
I knew you didn't care. It was just Samsung. It wasn't a Pixel or anything.
Well, but yeah, really though, it's really a great device. If one is looking for a tablet, this is one of those things to get. I know they're a little bit pricey, especially if you're not going to be using it a lot. But if you're into tablets, Sally, you're a tablet lover,
Yeah,
right?
I was going to ask him, like, how do you like it over S9 after using it for some time?
So, I'll be honest, day-to-day usage, like speed of talkback type thing, there's no difference. Like, I don't feel, the only difference I feel is that I don't have haptics anymore. So, I mean, I know, Warren, you're not a fan of vibration, but I do like it. So I do have it enabled, and I do notice it, and I am going to miss it. But what about you, Sally? Do you use vibration or not? Does that matter to you on a tablet?
Well, it matters to me, and I felt kind of disappointed when I didn't have it on S9 FE that I have right now. In my previous tabs, I used to have them, so this is another deal breaker for me for getting the S11. I'm not sure whether I should get it or not.
Yeah. So, I mean, friend of the podcast, Joe Hodge, talks me into keeping it. I was considering returning it because I couldn't feel the difference. The screen is a little bit brighter. Like, so for me, because I do use it to watch things, that matters to me. And if I put them side by side, I could point out which one was the newer one because it was brighter. So the screen is a little bit better, but it's not like a game changer or anything like that. The main reason I kept it is just, he said to me, John, they're giving you $550 for your tablet. If you return this, you're going to be in the same situation the next time a tablet comes out. You're going to be wanting the new one, and you're going to be getting a lot less for your trade-in. And I'm like, you're right. So I just went ahead and did it because this tablet, it comes with 7 years of updates. The last one came with only 4, and 2 of those years have already been used up. So, and by the time the S12 comes out, I'd be wanting that anyway because I wouldn't be getting the updates anymore on the S9. So hopefully,
Yeah, that's right.
Hopefully this one, will last me. I mean, it's not going to last me 7 years. I won't pretend that, but maybe 3 or 4. That'd be nice.
Well, for me, for S9 FE, after getting the One UI 7, I feel like my tab is getting slower for some reason. I don't know why, but I got the 6 gig version of that tablet. Maybe I should get the S10 FE, but I'm not sure. because
Yeah, I don't know.
S11 is a little pricey.
Uh, Updates are kind of overrated. You know, I just went on a whole thing about I'm getting this because of the updates, but they're really like I don't know. I wouldn't be like, for example, I think I mentioned this on a previous episode, but in One UI 7, when my tablet got that update, they took away the feature where I could stream, where I could cast from my TV screen to my tablet screen. Like it's just gone. It's not there anymore. They took it away. You know, had my S9 been stuck on, you know, One UI 6, it would actually have more features right now. You know, because
Exactly.
my
Yeah.
TV would, it's something that happens over the local network. Like it's not cloud dependent or anything. My
Mhm.
TV would still send, you know, cast to that tablet. So I don't know. Maybe you don't need updates. I mean,
That's
it's
true,
it's
though.
good
I
for
mean,
security, but
the
well,
tab is not something that you use the whole day, so maybe it's not a good idea to care about updates. Now I got like a May security pack, and I received the July one, but I didn't update it because I knew that something's gonna be broken because it's gonna be a big update. So I didn't go for the update.
mhm.
Yeah.
Well, if they took away a feature, I don't know why they would take away a feature, but you know, they all do this idiocy, or lots of them do that. There's a feature that you really dig, you really like that feature, and then an update comes along and someone figures out, we don't need this, and boom, it's gone. And here you are liking that device because of that particular feature. Now you don't have it, which is not good at all. But it's one of those things that we have to live with, you know, with these devices and all of that. But John, I don't think that you're going to be holding on to that thing for 3 years. Maybe next year when there's another tab uh, coming through, you may be getting a new one.
We're, speaking of tabs, maybe it's time for me to get a new tab with a different brand. So that could be a new horizon for us in the podcast, right?
You never know
Oh,
with
you
me.
could get one of the Walmart, you know, the on tablets. Talking about Walmart on tablets, Google kind of partnered with them, so they have that Google camera.
Yeah.
I should have mentioned that earlier, but
Well,
so,
I don't think I can get them here, though.
no,
Yeah.
maybe on their
No,
website. I don't know.
I don't know. They won't be selling them here. So
You
I
don't
I
have
get other.
Walmart in
No,
Turkey?
we don't have them.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm not interested in it. I mean, I know, like for me, I'm niche use case here because I want the brightest screen possible. So I already know without even looking it up, that thing is not going to be bright. I doubt it would even have an OLED screen. It probably has an LCD screen, which is fine for most people, especially blind people, right? But for me, like I'm going to want the bright screen. So I'll probably be sticking with Samsung for a while.